Some of nature's most beautiful creations can also be the most deadly, and this amazing crystal here is surrounding another rock that is so toxic and unhealthy that it's been banned from most uses around the world. Because formed in the heart of this piece of quartz is a vein of hazardous chrysotile asbestos. Welcome to Asbestos Artifacts, where we take a look at some old asbestos products and dig a little bit into the story behind them. I'm asbestos attorney Justinian Lane. Today's asbestos artifact is a sample of asbestos contained in quartz. As molten lava cools, and based upon the particular minerals, water pressure, and heat it undergoes, it cools to form a particular molecule, then repeats the pattern and grows a crystal. Sometimes the heated lava has different minerals dissolved in it, and so two different types of crystals can grow together, which you'll see out in nature. In some cases, a huge amount of asbestos forms, and these deposits became the large asbestos mines where the asbestos industry sourced its product. South Africa, Australia, Italy, Canada, Bolivia, Russia, and many other countries have asbestos mines. One of our asbestos artifact episodes covered the Thetford mine in Canada, which was the largest asbestos mine in the world in the late 1800s. In other cases, just a small vein of asbestos forms, just like with today's artifact. Like quartz, asbestos minerals are also silicates. Silicates are mixtures of silicon and other elements like oxygen. Silicates make up 95% of the Earth's crust and mantle. Silicates will not conduct electricity, and that's why asbestos is used for electrical insulation. Silicates also tend to be brittle. That matters because asbestos can break up into tiny fibers. Silicates have what's known as the silicon-oxygen tetrahedron as their building block. It's composed of a silicon atom surrounded by 4 oxygen atoms. Silicates can form together, and that's what gave rise to today's asbestos artifact. This is a piece of asbestos that was formed in the middle of a piece of quartz. Asbestos is not a scientific name. Asbestos is the industrial name for 6 different minerals with similar properties that are useful to industry. Specifically, asbestos minerals are highly resistant to heat and flame, as well as resistant to other elements like chemicals, water, rust, and electricity. Asbestos is also fibrous. This fibrous quality is extremely unusual. No other minerals on Earth are known to be as fibrous and as strong as this. Because asbestos is fibrous, it can be woven into fabric or insulation, or added to other materials to strengthen them and give them asbestos's resistance to fire, chemicals, electricity, rust, moisture, and sound. Now, despite its many unique properties, asbestos is too dangerous to use safely. Breathing in the tiny asbestos fibers can cause health problems like asbestosis or even lung cancer and mesothelioma. Now, looking at the artifact, you can see how fibrous the asbestos actually is. Here, the asbestos is fortunately frozen in the quartz crystal surrounding it. So long as the quartz stays intact, the asbestos fibers don't pose a threat. That's because you have to breathe asbestos fibers to be injured by them. This particular quartz has a vein of chrysotile asbestos, which was the most commonly used type of asbestos. Chrysotile is the easiest type of asbestos to weave into cloth. Chrysotile was also mixed with a wide variety of construction materials: drywall, cement, roofing, tiles, all sorts of things. So proper protective gear should be worn when demolishing or removing these materials to avoid asbestos exposure. This chrysotile is safe since it's trapped inside the quartz within which it formed, but I wouldn't want to crack it open and release the asbestos inside. Beautiful to look at, but potentially deadly. I'm Justinian Lane, and this has been Asbestos Artifacts. See you next time.